boys. Where are you taking me? Can someone please say something? You are the Resistance, right? You know, instead of abducting me, you could have just asked nicely. I would have come with you. I wanted to come with you. Not talking? Fine. Take me to your leader. Always wanted to say that.
Shepherd's busy. She'll talk to you later.
So now you are speaking to me? Good. I'd like to... Wait. I remember that man. Isn't that...
Stop talking. Keep walking.
But I know him.
Shut up.
Absolutely not. No. You cannot leave Marcuria now. If you go to Kian...
What if they find you? They'll kill you.
So they kill me. I understand the risks, Enu.
I know you want to protect him, but he is one child. If you end up dead, what do we do?
You carry on. You're stronger now. You can fight them.
You know that's not true. The General has brought more troops from Azadir. Our situation is precarious.
I'll go with him. And make sure he stays alive.
What? You will not.
And we lose the both of you? We lost enough of our people when Old Town burned.
If Kian had done his duty, those people would still be with us.
If you'd listened to me, they'd still be with us. Torture isn't the only road to truth, Dolmari. Isn't that one of your sayings?
Boys, I'm as soft-hearted as a Zidling schoolgirl, and Bip's my friend too, but I agree with Shepherd. We can't risk it.
It's not just about the boy. If I go to Kian, to the camps, I will find evidence of what they're doing to the magicals. And if General Harmy and Mother Utana learn the truth of what's being done to innocent creatures, perhaps they'll...
Creatures?
He didn't mean it like that. Right, Kian? You didn't mean it like that.
He's shown that he doesn't consider magicals to be people. We still remember that child-molesting Azadi officer you let go.
People. Women, children, the defenseless. If Harmy and Utana learn the truth, they may have a change of heart. They may pull their support. We can't win this war on our own. Vamon and Saya are too strong. With Harmy's men on their side, they'll be unbeatable. But if we undermine this support, even if Harmy does not join our side, our chances will improve. Force me to stay, and we only delay the inevitable. Let me go, and we could win this war.
You don't make it easy for me to lead, Kian. But maybe it's time I let you make the decisions. I won't stand in your way.
I don't like this one bit. When are you leaving?
Right away. If I can sneak on board a Cloudship leaving for the islands tonight. Which means there's not a lot of time.
Well, don't let me stand in your way. Go be a hero or whatever.
I've spent more time with Enu since I spared that officer's life, mostly because Likho's been avoiding me like the Dolmari plague. Enu's become a better soldier these last few months. I'm proud of her, but I also worry. I don't want this war to change who she is. She has such a promising future ahead of her. It's for people like Enu that I continue to fight. She deserves every opportunity she can get.
That thing I said about being a hero or whatever, that came out all wrong. I'm sorry, It's scary how easy it is to forget about individuals when you're so wrapped up in fighting for the so-called greater good. There's all this talk about our cause and the big picture, and you have to go. That's what makes us people. It's not really about the greater good, it's about all those little goods that we do every day to each other. And this is that greatest little good of them all. One boy's life. It matters. And I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize to me, Enu. But thank you.
Just don't die. That's all. Don't die and I'll be fine.
Elgwyn. What ridiculous animals. Comfortable to ride on, though. I've been told that this is the white of the Draic kin, the white dragon, an important part of the ancient faith of the Order of the Balance. In some ways, she reminds me of the goddess, but that's heresy. Our goddess is without comparison, without equal. This white of the kin is a mere reflection of her glory. The symbol of the magical resistance. A dragon, or Draic kin as they're called in the mythology of the Balance. It's a powerful icon. Most of the books were burned or otherwise damaged. Some were stolen, removed, hidden away. I know they've been working to recover the lost books, to someday rebuild the grand library of the Sentinel Order. I'd love to see the library return to its former glories, and to have the time to peruse these shelves. I could spend weeks and months just reading. There are still enough books here to fill hundreds of long evenings and sleepless nights. I've read a number of them, though many are written in languages I've yet to learn. My favorite stories are travelers' tales, describing journeys across the Northlands, Southlands, and the islands, places I've yet to visit. I also enjoy some of the books about food preparation. The illustrations are often mouth-watering. I have to admit that I sometimes sneak off with one of the children's books to read stories about magical creatures and made-up lands. They give me joy. This used to be a library. It was destroyed by the Tyrant before we drove those beasts out of Marcuria. The Sentinel Order of the Balance built and maintained the Great Library, but they are no more. Most of the priests who survived the Tyrant attack were arrested. The rest fled the city. The Enclave is truly ancient. It's heartbreaking to see the state it's in. Hopefully one day it can be rebuilt to its former glory. Naane's been useful to us since she returned from Myria, since I decided to keep her secret. It's never easy to know whether a decision is right or wrong, or what may have happened had I decided otherwise. But she's been useful. I don't regret giving her a chance. She still fears that her deception will be revealed, but I won't be the one to expose her.
You are doing the right thing. Shepherd, Shepherd carries a great load. It's hard for her to lift her eyes beyond this moment. She's afraid of losing you, Kian. Having you here has given everyone hope.
I trust you will keep that hope alive.
I have not forgotten. I will do my part while you are gone. I owe them this.
Shepherd gonna talk to me? I don't need to be locked up like this. I'm not an Asadi spy. Oh, forget it. It's a long story. What's the point? You don't make the decisions. This is a waste of everyone's time. Just know that every minute I spend here is another minute lost trying to save the world. I mean, no rush, just a friendly FYI.
Whenever we bring someone in, they're questioned in there. If they refuse to answer, they're brought downstairs. Not everyone's comfortable with the screams. I believe they've just brought someone in. Another spy, no doubt. There's someone in there being interrogated, but I have no time for that now. Normally I'd join in the questioning, but I don't have the time now. The General's keeping this place operational. He's tireless, and louder by the day. Must be his hearing.
So, You're heading off on a little cruise across the sea, are you? I know Shepherd has her reservations, but I'm with you on this one, boy. We can try and preserve the status quo here for as long as possible, or we can go and do something foolhardy and dangerous, and maybe win this war. So, get your ass to Kian, save that boy, find the evidence, and come back with your limbs intact, or at least most of it. And let's end this thing, once and for all.
A stone dragon's head. It represents one of the dry kin, I believe. We don't have anything like that in Azadi legends. Our only celestial being is the goddess. Shepherd's always been the heart and soul of the Resistance, but she's taken a step back lately, leaving me to make the difficult decisions. Shepherd must long for her herd and the northern plains where her people have roamed for centuries. She tells me they've moved on, and that she wants to follow.
There's nothing more to be said. You've made your case, Kian, and I cannot argue, even though I still believe the risk isn't worth it. I understand why you're going, but do not expect my benediction. I pray the spirits of our ancestors will watch over you until you return. We need you to win this war.
Relations between us have been strained since I spared that officer's life. Likho's an important asset, but his anger and impulsiveness can sometimes put us at risk. He needs someone to hold him back.
You're not leaving without me.
You're needed here, Likho.
Those prisoners, they are my people.
Imprisoned by mine. This is almost certainly a suicide mission. If the Resistance loses us both, they stand no chance against the tower.
If you die, I will celebrate your death, but I will never be their leader. You've proven yourself. They need you. Go, and stay alive. For them. For all of us.
You still plan to kill me after?
Of course.
Well, I wouldn't want to miss that. Shepherd told me the story of the Merum and how April Ryan visited with them below the ocean. Sounds like a fairy tale, but she swears it's true. From what I've heard, April Ryan traveled across Arcadia and met with many of the magical races in order to recover pieces of a stone disc. Someone should really write that story down. The commons are through there, along with the kitchens and more cells and storage spaces. The Enclave is a big place. There's no time for that now. They're bringing magicals through that gate and onto the Cloudship. That Cloudship's headed to Kian with a new batch of prisoners. I must get on board.
When's this ship taking off?
In a few minutes, I think. It's fully loaded, barely any room in the hold.
Is that the last of the magicals, then?
From the ghetto, yeah. I mean, there are still stragglers. I see them around walking freely like they're actual people and not animals. That's disgusting.
Oh, well, they're not really animals, are they? They're like... intelligent. At least some of them.
No, they're filthy animals. Good riddance to them.
Well, I don't know. I had a long conversation about farming with a Dolmari last year at the Rooster. She seemed nice.
You'll want to be careful talking about your love for the magicals. There's a reason they're being shipped off to the camps, you know.
Right. Never mind.
Anyway, you should be up there keeping watch, not down here talking to me.
They led the magicals through that gate to the Cloudship. It must lead to the staging platform that takes prisoners and supplies up to the ship.
What are you doing? You know, I'm standing right here.
He's not paying attention. I could probably sneak up on him. That lever operates the portcullis.
Kian? Where are you? Oh, no. You're not going after him. He's not your responsibility. None of this is on you, Kian.
It's not just the one life, Anna. It's not just Bib. The Azadi take the magicals to the islands. They're not given passage to the Southlands. They never come back. It's all a lie. The old and the young families sent away to die, forgotten by everyone. That ends now. I refuse to forget. The Resistance will persevere without me. I'm not really one of them. I never was, I never will be. I'm Azadi.
You're Azadi. So what? I'm not saying what they're doing is acceptable, but are you going to free every magical on your own? Take on the entire Azadi army single-handed? You're being stupid and emotional, and you're being selfish. You're leaving us when we need you the most. You're leaving me. Again.
What do you mean by...
My name isn't Anna. I use a different name in every city. It's safer that way. In Sadir, I was Elena, but I never told you my name. You don't recognize me. That's fair, I've changed. You haven't, except for the, you know, it's a good look for you.
You're the girl I saved from Vamon's gang.
Yeah, I'm the girl. What, that's it? I spent every day these past 20 years thinking about you, and I'm the girl. Oh, I feel so special now.
Forgive me, Anna. Elena. I do remember you. Vamon was trying to...
Hurt me. And they would have killed me too if it hadn't been for you. You risked everything and you stood up for me. That was the first time anyone had shown me any kindness. You brought me to Mother Ritana, and she took care of me for a while. I watched you from a distance for years, until I was forced to leave Sadir. But I knew I'd find you again someday, Kian Avane.
That was... a long time ago. I was a different person.
No, you were a different person in between, but now... Now you are the boy I knew from all those years ago. The boy with his eyes and heart wide open. The boy who risked his life for others. The boy who... Oh, gods damn it. This is why you have to go. Not because you're Azadi, or because you're the Apostle, or the great hero of the Resistance, or because of your goddess, or because you're selfish. You have to go because this is who you are. The boy who saved my life.
Will you help them while I'm gone?
This isn't my war, Kian.
Maybe not. But it is mine. And I believe what happens here will change the balance for all time to come.
I didn't know you believed in the balance.
I didn't. Will you help the Resistance in my absence?
Fine. Fine. I'll help them. You're not pulling away this time.
What was that for?
For love, you idiot. I've loved you since you lifted me out of that gutter and saved my life. I've loved no one else.
I don't know if I can...
It's taken me over 20 years to find you. You'd better fucking come back, or believe me, Kian Avane, I will go to the first mountain and drag you back, kicking and screaming, to the world of the living.
From what I've learned traveling on Cloudships, this is a ship's bell. They use this to signal the crew when a load of cargo's ready to be hoisted up.
Kian! Do not leave without me! Quick, pull me up!
No. The Resistance needs him here. I could use his help on this mission. Take my hand! Hold on!
Why did you pull me up?
You begged me to.
You're infuriating.
Because I pulled you up?
Because you continue to give me no reason to hate you.
Aside from murdering your father in front of you.
Well, aside from that...
Zoe?
Zoe?
Zoe? Zoe?
Shoo, bird.
Oh, shoo yourself, you big hairy lug.
What in Jarl's name? I know you. You arrived with that Stark girl yesterday. You're her bird.
Her bird? I am my own bird, I'll have you know. Her bird. Pfft, the nerve of some people. Besides, I lost her. She done gone vanished on me. I am, it seems, an expert at misplacing beautiful young women.
She's not misplaced. She's with the Resistance.
The Resistance. So she did find the rebels, and she didn't think to tell me. Well, some friend she turned out to be.
Well, to be fair to the girl, it wasn't entirely voluntary.
What do you mean? They kidnapped her. Crow to the rescue! So, where exactly did they kidnap her to?
I'm not supposed to... Well, I reckon the chances of you being an Azadi spy are rather remote. And that poor girl could probably use a friend. Do you know the old Sentinel Library outside the city? It's in ruins now, but beneath it, in the Enclave, you'll find your girl. Unless they took her head, in which case...
Hold on, Zoe! Hold on to your head! I'm on my way!
I trust you got some sleep last night?
I would have, if you guys believed in bed sheets and pillows.
You are fortunate to be alive, girl. Who are you? Why do you ask questions about the Resistance?
I'll keep it simple. On the other hand, asking for the rebels is what got me into trouble in the first place. Deny everything? Or maybe it's better to mention the rebels. Last time I visited, I helped the Resistance. I thought maybe you'd want to return the favor.
You helped us? I'm sorry, but I do not know you.
Zoe Castillo? I'm on your side. I'm just trying to find the Purple Mountains.
I don't know where that is.
What about the Ular?
I'm sorry.
Abnaxus? Of the Venar?
I have heard of the Venar, but they left the Northlands. And Abnaxus? Maybe a whisper. Long ago? Nothing more. I cannot help you.
Oh, damn. Is there anyone here who would know?
Perhaps. But you haven't answered my question, girl. Why should we help you? For all I know, you're an agent of the Azadi.
No, I'm...
Zoe! She's Zoe!
Balance?
Don't you dare touch her head. She's on an important mission.
I see. And who are you?
Crow, honorary rebel, long-term avian buddy, and occasional sidekick of April Ryan, rebel leader, adventurer, hero, savior of the balance. That's right, here's Crow. This is him. I'm me. So, where's April? She can vouch for Zoe. They're best friends, tight as two chicks in a nest. I don't see April. Is she out on a mission or sleeping in or... Why are you both looking at me like that?
I thought you knew.
Knew what? What's going on? What?
April Ryan is dead, Bird. She was assassinated during an Azadi raid on Myria the winter before last. She died a hero's death and was given a hero's burial. We remember her fondly.
What?
I'm so sorry. Crow! Okay, I'm an idiot.
I've heard of this bird. Crow. So, you knew April Ryan?
We met a couple of times. I was there when she died. I found her. I tried to save her, but I couldn't. So, yeah, I guess I knew April.
You're the Stark girl. The one who dreams. They spoke of you. Bakim, Bryn, Chawan. They said you were one of us. Oh, this certainly changes things. But how did you...
He's gone. Of course he's gone. I should have seen that coming. It's not like he could just let Kian go without... Ugh, he's such a... Oh. Hey, your hair, it's so pretty.
Thanks.
Who's gone, Enu?
What? Oh, Likho. He vanished in the middle of the night, chasing Kian, of course. Idiots, the both of them.
Maybe this is for the best. If Likho can help Kian...
Kian? Big Azadi guy. People call him the Apostle.
You know him?
We met once, briefly. He was kind to me. But isn't he the enemy?
Was. He's with us now. Defected. Yep. Well, except that he abandoned us again to go on a crazy suicide mission.
He left last night.
Of course. After everything that's happened, we just miss each other.
Oh, Enu, this is Zoe. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you, Enu.
You're so pretty. That came out wrong. Wanna be friends? Oh, sorry.
Zoe needs our help. She has questions. Maybe you can...
Of course! No problem. Leave this to me, Shepherd.
I'm sorry for questioning you, Zoe. And I'm sorry I could not be of any assistance. Please, stay. Speak with Enu and the others. Perhaps someone here has the answers you're looking for.
Thank you, Shepherd.
Where are you from? Your clothes are amazing. Where did you get them?
They came with the jump. I'm from Stark, that's...
Across the divide, on the flip side of the balance, the world of science. Are you serious? That's incredible. I have so many questions. I don't even know where to start. I am seriously worried my head might explode. I think I need to sit down.
Oh, don't explode. I'm not that special. I mean, you're orange, and the ears...
I'm just a boring old Zid. It's totally normal. Holy crap, Stark. I can't believe it. How did you get here? Are you a shifter?
A dreamer. I just dream myself here.
Just dream yourself here. That's it. No biggie. You are the best thing I have ever seen. Seriously.
Really? Okay. Thank you.
So, what do you need help with? Shepherd said...
I'm trying to find the Purple Mountains, and a tribe of magical creatures called the Ula. Someone, a Vanar named Abnaxus, told me to...
Oh, slow down. Okay. Purple Mountains, Ular, Vanar, Abnaxus, right? Nope. None of that sounds remotely familiar. I have never heard any of those words before. Of course, there are a lot of things I don't know. I was a farm girl. A silly zidling. There's so much I don't know. But I do know where to look for answers.
Oh? Where?
The library. The library holds all the answers. Do you have libraries in Stark? Never mind, silly question. Of course you don't. I'll go to our library right now and start looking. Purple Mountains, Ular, Abnaxus of the Venar. Come find me when you're ready. I can't wait to spend more time with you. Oh, sorry.
A round table? Check. Chivalrous knights? Check. Magic? Check. That's right, this would make for a great theme restaurant. Great plans are probably laid here. Also, dinner. I assume it's not an actual dragon's head, but you just never know in this world. Maybe a petrified dragon head? Do dragons turn to stone in daylight? No, that's trolls. And vampires. Shepherd, leader of the rebels. I wouldn't want to get on her bad side. She scares me a bit. She's really beautiful. Alien, intimidating, but statuesque and elegant.
I wish I could have been more helpful and inviting. If I'd known.
I understand. You have to be cautious.
There's much I'd like to ask you. Much I'd like to learn. But with Kian gone, my workload has increased twofold. Perhaps another time, when we're both not so preoccupied.
I'd like that.
I don't know what your mission is, but I have a feeling it's important, and that our destinies are entwined. We shall speak again, Zoe Castillo. When the winds have quieted, the clouds have parted, and the grass on the Great Plain stands straight and tall once more. Maybe someone in the Enclave has the answers you're looking for. I'm certain they'll be happy to help. Have you spoken with the others? If the gods look upon you with favor, one of them may know something. Isn't Enu in the library looking for answers to your questions? You may want to speak with her again.
They look ready to go to war. I hope they won't have to. There are fewer rebels than I thought. Having seen what they're up against, I'm worried. Equipment-wise, the Azadi are definitely winning, but righteousness counts for a lot. They add colour to the place, if nothing else. Beautiful colours, intricate weave. These would work really well in my apartment.
The library's in the back, if you're looking for Enu. Feel free to wander around up here, but downstairs is off limits. I'm not the one you should be speaking to. Try Shepherd, or Enu. She's in the library. Or maybe the General, if you can find him. Shame Kian's away. He's knowledgeable, but he's on a secret mission. I'm not supposed to say anything more than that. I wasn't even supposed to mention a secret mission in the first place. Sorry about the rough treatment yesterday. You were asking questions. We thought maybe you were an Azadi spy, what with all those questions you were asking. In short, too many questions.
There he is. I should go talk to Crow. I can't believe he didn't know about April. Crow and I need to have a heart-to-heart. I'm so sorry, Crow. I thought you knew.
It's fine. It's not your fault. I can't believe she's gone. But I sort of knew, you know. I felt it in my heart. And that final time we were together, it wasn't like it used to be. It was weird. Like too much time had passed and we drifted apart. I should have known it wouldn't last.
How can you ever know something like that? He's not alone in feeling that. I know that feeling. It's something you just have to learn to live with.
I know. I will. Were you there when she...
Perhaps better to avoid the topic and get him thinking about other things. I witnessed the whole thing, but should I tell Crow that? I was there. I saw it happen. I tried to help her, to save her. I know I was supposed to, but I couldn't.
Not your fault. Bad things happen. People die. Life goes on. Anyway, did I help with, the rebel thing? Did they believe you? That you're not a spy?
You did. They do. It's fine now. They'll help us.
Good. They're not gonna cut your head off?
What? No?
Good. I wish I could have been more helpful. But it was 10 years ago, and I didn't really pay attention to what April said about that Abnaxus chap.
It's okay.
If you don't mind, I need to be alone for a little while. Clean my feathers, sharpen my beak, reflect on the nature of life. Bird stuff.
Totally understand.
I'll find you in the city.
They kept me locked up in one of those cells all night. This may not be a prison, but it's not far from it. I miss my tiny apartment now. One night in a cell was plenty. I have no wish for a repeat visit. What's he doing? He looks nervous. Should I interfere or wait until he's done? What's he doing? Maybe I shouldn't interrupt him. That's the guy who put a bag over my head. Hey.
God, you gave me a fright. I was just... I'm not... Are you supposed to be walking around on your own?
This doesn't look right, but I probably shouldn't be snooping. He looks guilty. What's going on here? Is this your room?
Well, we don't have our own rooms. Anyway, Kian's gone. I was just looking for... It's Zoe, is it not? I'm Jakai, Ben Rima Salman's nephew. She said some very nice things about you.
You'll have to give her my regards. How is Ben Rime? I noticed the Journeyman was closed down.
Yeah, she's in Coldstone. They arrested her for colluding with the Resistance. She was sentenced to 10 years in the dungeons. I don't know if she'll survive that. Anyway, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that you're back in town.
I'm sorry about your aunt.
Yes. Thank you. I don't know what I'll do without her. She's the only family I have. Look, I have to go into town on an errand now, but please let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
I believe that mural depicts this place, the Enclave. Apparently, it used to be a library. The Great Library of Marcuria, before the Azadi arrived. Now, rebel headquarters. One of those big cow turtle things I saw back in town. One thing's for sure, I'm never, ever riding one. I'm scared enough of cows and horses. Adding a turtle shell and a giraffe's neck doesn't really help matters much. A white dragon. There's only supposed to be one of those at any given time. I met the current one. She was beautiful and eccentric. There's supposed to be several dragons in different colors. Or maybe that's just the name they're given. I don't know if the blue dragon is actually blue. I don't even know if they're actual dragons. So many books. Which makes sense, given that this used to be a library. I hope Enu finds a clue in one of these books. Part of me wishes I had time to stay here and read and learn more about this strange world.
Abnaxus, Purple Mountains, Ular... Ula. Nope, nothing, no.
Enu's really weird and very sweet, and I like her a lot. When I was 12, I was a lot like her. Awkward, and strike that, I'm still a lot like her. She's Zid, I believe. They're beautiful. For my next Halloween party, I'm going as Zid. Or is that racist?
Books, please don't fail me now.
I have to resist this intense desire to stroke her yellow fur.
Nope, that's a different type of
I don't think
ab.
that'll be kosher.
The Turtle Mountains. Believed to be the petrified remnants of 3 titan turtles that rose from... and interesting? Sure. Relevant? No. Orlawal, Umpus, Oxman, Oigard, Ozers. No Ular anywhere. Shadow. Oops, sorry. Come on, library. Show me what you're made of. Knowledge. All the knowledge. I've been trying to find a book or scroll or manuscript or map or torn note page or ancient magical tome or pamphlet or a piece of cloth that mentions the Purple Mountains or the Ular, but no luck. It's really frustrating. This library has never let me down before. Bad library.
She seems so curious about me, and I haven't asked her a single question. Enu, right? I don't feel we were properly introduced.
I know you are. I mean... No, yes. You're right. Enu. I am Enu. I hope you're staying a while. It would be so great to have someone around who's not a surly warrior with mommy issues, or a stoic leader, or a battle-hardened soldier, or just batshit insane. I mean, there's Jakai. He's pretty normal, except for his aunt issues, but he's a bit too... Hey, so, what do you do when you're not saving the world?
Neural programming. I mean, I did. Then my world shut down, and now I just watch a lot of shows and eat. Sorry.
Didn't understand any of that, but it was still amazing. Tell me again?
Maybe next time?
I can't wait to talk more about all these things we have in common. We must have a sleepover.
This is where I try to connect and make friends. You just joined the Resistance?
Oh, yes. No. Not really just. About half a year ago? Wait, more than that. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, fun.
Sometimes you need to make the best out of a bad situation.
Right. And it's my duty. We're doing good, important work here. Also, I didn't want to end up living the life my parents wanted for me.
I can identify with that.
This is so nice. I wish we were sisters. Can we be sisters? You don't have to answer that. Do you have any siblings?
I did. Sort of. Long story. You?
Oh, lots. Boyfriend! Do you have one of those?
I do. I think. We haven't spoken in a while, and he doesn't know. I think we need to have a long talk if I get back home. It's been a very tough year, for the both of us. I was asleep for a long time. I forgot a lot of the stuff that happened to me before I fell asleep. I tried to remember, but I couldn't. Until my memories caught up with me. On top of all that, I started flirting with my therapist, and now I don't even know if I should have trusted him or... Jesus. It's a long story. Very complicated. Maybe another time?
Yes, please?
There must be something here. So, no luck?
Nothing. Sorry. And I've read most of these before. I can't remember coming across any of those words you mentioned. There's not much else to do here in the evenings except read. I don't really have any female friends. It gets lonely. Anyway, I've been through all the encyclopedias and travelogues, but...
Nothing about the Purple Mountains or the Ular?
Nothing. I mean, the Purple Mountains sounds colloquial. It may have a different name officially, but the Ular, there should be something about them. It's a magical race?
They didn't look human.
Weird, there's nothing about them. They must be very isolated, or someone's trying to hide something. Which would be weird and very hard to pull off. Forget I said that.
I'm on a deadline. I should just cut this short. I guess I'll have to look elsewhere.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I really thought I'd find something. I feel terrible. Do you want to be my friend? Oh, I already asked you that. I'm coming on too strong, aren't I? I am, I can tell. Stop it, Enu.
No, not at all. I'd love to be friends. And thank you for helping me.
Much good that did. I really wish I knew who else could...
For the love of the festering demon shrimps of Jaharva, do I have to do everything in this place? I didn't spend all those years living on the streets of Marcuria, pilfering food and liberating fat purses to deal with this shite. I swear I'd be better off going back to sleeping in Abnaxus' stone tree if I can't even get a mattress that isn't flea and maggot infested. Do your bleeding jobs, people. Is that too much to ask?
Sorry I couldn't help you. I'll keep looking, but I think I've read every book in here at least 8 times already. Any luck? You should talk to the others. Someone may know something. Someone who's not me. Take your time to explore. Everyone here is really friendly. Well, sort of. Friendly-ish.
That guy looks familiar, but I'm not quite sure where I've... Is that Blind Bob, the beggar? Blind Bob?
Eh? What? Who's asking? Well, blessed be Miss Striped Britches. You're the lass what brought me mulled wine back when I'd hit rock bottom in Marcuria. What in the name of the eight-eyed octo-god of Tartellus are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing, except for, not those words exactly.
Oh, I left my life of beggaring behind. Cleaned myself up. Joined the resistance. I'm a general now. I'm making a difference.
He was theoretically blind, but now he can see. It makes less and less sense the more I think about it. What happened to your theoretical blindness?
Cured! I was blind, theoretically, but now I can see. To be honest, some days I wonder if I ever was theoretically blind, or if it was all hypothemetaphysical. Just in my head, like. It was simpler being blind Bob and resorting to beggaring and vagrancy than taking a long, hard look at myself in a speculum, particularly on account of the blindness. I wish me old pa could have lived to see me. He always believed in me, even when I didn't. To the bitter end, he told me I had potential. I nodded and wept and promised him I'd try my best. Then, as he drew his last ragged breath, I stole his purse and his breeches. Well, pa, I'm sorry about the breeches. I'm making something of life now. Making something of myself. I'm no longer blind Bob. Call me Bob who can see.
General? Are you an actual general?
Aye. See these stripes? General Bob, that's me. I takes care of the logic sticks round here, so the place don't crumble to pieces. Shepherd's busy with the strategering. Kian sorts out who to murder and how. Likho makes a fine job of being contrary, and Enu keeps everyone's spirits up. I mean, when she's not shooting Azadi soldiers in their eyeballs with her bow and arrow. Me, I make sure the larder's stocked, the sheets are clean, relatively speaking, and that the piss pots are empty. Can't go to war on a full bladder.
I just can't imagine how the blind Bob I met in Marcuria turned into this man. It's an impressive transformation. How did you end up with the rebels?
Not long after you and I met, I overdosed on mulled wine. Spooked me good, that did. I figured I had two choices. Either spend the remainder of my days in the gutter, stinking of foreign spices and currants, and to be honest, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of days left. Or I could clean myself up, try to amount to something after a lifetime wasted on wine, women, and various gutters. The moment I looked up, I saw how the Azadi were running magicals out of Marcuria. I couldn't ignore it. It was disgraceful. I mean, magicals always treated me with kindness and respect. I felt I owed them. So, here I am, doing my part and paying my debts. Aside from the gambling at the bar tabs, mind you. And I feel 20 years younger to boot.
It's a long shot, but... Have you heard of the Purple Mountains?
Oh, aye. Aye, of course. Everyone's heard of the Turtle Mountains. They're...
No, sorry. Purple, not turtle.
That's what I said. Turtle. Right, of course. You don't know. Why would you? My apologies, lassie. See, I have a serious P deficiency. It's been a lifelong struggle. The Turtle Mountains. Nope, never heard of him. Sorry.
Didn't he just mention Abnaxus? Or was that my imagination? Do you know someone called Abnaxus?
Abnaxus? Now there's a name I haven't heard spoken in years. Where do you know it from?
Sorry, I just overheard. Actually, I met Abnaxus recently. Well, I dreamed about Abnaxus. Or maybe it was more like a vision. This sounds crazy, I know, but...
Sounds completely sane to me, lass. Abnaxus turning up in visions. That's exactly the sort of fellow he was. Persistent, unpredictable, and not a little annoying. I met him when he was the Venar ambassador to Ireed. This was before the gutters, when I was still a dapper chap on the Marcurian party circuit. We hit it off, especially seeing as I was going blind, theoretically, and he saw everything, past, present, and future. Years later, as he was leaving town, he entrusted me with the key to his home, said to take care of it. I'd sleep there from time to time, very uncomfortable bunk, musty smell of ancient books and foreign weeds. I didn't much care for it, to be honest.
I'm sure he said key. And where there's a key... You said something about a key to Abnaxus's house?
They called it the Abode back then. Abnaxus's Abode. Primitive accommodations, but luxurious location. Prime real estate. Central with a garden view. Very quiet at night.
And the key? Do you still have it? Sorry, this is really important.
Oh, I carry it with me every day. After all, it is a magic key. Figured it might do me lumbago some good.
What about this house? I mean, the abode?
Also still there, and not hard to find. Sits right circle in the centre of the city green. Abnaxus carved it out of a petrified tree with his own morbidly huge hands. A few years ago, the authorities turned it into an historical landmark. Of course, no one can get inside, on account of the Venar magic. Not without the key, at least.
This key? Can I...
Oh, sure. Heavier than it looks, ain't it? More powerful than iron, worth its weight in precious stones, and then some. This magic goes back to the first magic. None of that modern hocus pocus. You feel it in your fingers when you hold it. Tingles, don't it?
It does. Sorry, I know this is asking a lot, but can I...
Borrow it? Aye, why not? It's done the lumbago no good. And I don't have much use for the place, now that I've a proper bunk here. But keep it safe. Abnaxus left most of his belongings behind and entrusted me with their care. I'd hate to betray that trust.
I promise.
I'd love to chat, lassie, but I have duties to attend to. There are piss pots that need emptying, and people to command into doing it. Tell the word that blind Bob is dead, that Bob who can see has risen in his place, and that the General will repay his debts. Except the gambling debts and the bar tabs. Those will never be repaid.
Hey, I made progress. Blind Bob, the General, gave me the key to Abnaxus's house. I might find what I'm looking for there.
That's great! Oh, I wish I could come with you, but there's this whole furry thing I've got going on. It's a big no-no in the city these days.
Sorry about that. Humans can be real dicks sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Some humans, not most. You're a good human. What are these dicks you speak of?
That's not important. Thanks again for your help.
Are you leaving already? We just met, and you'll come back though, right?
I hope so.
Oh, okay, because there's so much I want to talk about, and I'll let you go now. Thanks for talking to me, Zoe. I miss you already. Shut up now, Enu. Okay, thanks, bye! I can't wait to see you again, Zoe. I can braid your hair if you want. You have nice hair. I'm not being creepy, am I? I really hope you find what you're looking for in the city. Watch out for Azadi soldiers. You should be okay, though, because human helps. Be careful, and please come back soon.
Once blind Bob who can see, the General.
You spoke with the General. Did you find what you were looking for?
It's a step in the right direction.
Good. I've asked them to ready a boat for you. Whenever you're ready, it will take you into the city. I may not fully understand your role, Zoe, but there's something about you that... I've learned to have faith in the balance. The balance provides. The balance guides. It's guiding you now. You must let it take you wherever it leads, like a leaf on a river. Bend to its will.
I'll try.
May your gods favor your journey. You'll be in my thoughts and dreams. There's a boat waiting for you in the cove downstairs. It'll bring you into Marcuria. Stay as long as you want. The boat is downstairs in the cove. When you're ready, it will take you to the city. May your gods favor your journey, Zoe, and protect you from strong winds, wildfire, and the eyes of our enemies.
Shepherd said to take you into town. Just get in that boat and we'll leave immediately. Don't worry, we have a rock-solid cover. I'm a fisherman, you're my young bride heading into town to buy... turnips. Or yams. Which one do you think's more believable? Yams, right? Whenever you're ready to leave for Marcuria, Climb in and we'll get rowing. Or I'll row and you can watch me row. Yeah, I'm very good at rowing.
I hope it's not too far into town because, yeah, I've seen sturdier boats in bathtubs. Row, row, row your boat, because how else will that thing make it into the city?